Hello, hi, welcome to today's video. Hair's getting in my face. This is the good news and the stupid news of the day put into one video for your convenience. Is any of this news you need to know? Absolutely not. This is a conduit for me to write punchlines because there's so many jokes and news and I feel like someone's gotta say it, okay? Let's jump into it. Before we get into today's video, can you please like, comment, and subscribe? I feel obligated to say that, but here we are. We're gonna start with stupid news, good news, stupid news, end on good news. I'll come back and I'll say my goodbyes. Did I say goodbyes? Goodbyes. Here we go. Stupid news. Y'all know that scene in Willy Wonka where the kid falls into the chocolate river, but we all thought it was just fiction, where Hollywood was trying to scare us out of living our best life? Well, that really happened, sort of. Last week, 2 workers fell into a tank that contained chocolate at the Mars factory in Pennsylvania. They were just about 12 miles from the chocolate capital of Hershey. Yes, the Hershey bar. I got these details from the Washington Post. Y'all know I've started citing my sources because so many people be in the comments saying that they can't find it on the internet, but I don't think they know how to use Google. They must be using Ask Jeeves. That's okay, I don't fault them. I do a little. The factory makes candies like M&Ms and Snickers, so you know that this was a good vat of chocolate to fall into. Apparently firefighters had to cut a hole into the chocolate tank to get the duo out. Just leave me in here! The 2 were doing maintenance work inside the vat when they became trapped. We don't know a couple things. How it happened or how much chocolate was in the tank at the time that they fell in. We don't really know how the workers are today either, other than one had to be helicoptered to the hospital. You know that helicopter smelled good though. Listen, if you catch me at the right time, you wouldn't have needed firefighters and a helicopter to get me out of that chocolate vat. I would have eaten my way out of that son of a gun. Would I have tum-tum issues afterward? Absolutely. I would have had a bellyache from hell, but my God, what a glorious way to go. Stupid news. Good news. Okay, so you know how we had that pandemic and then a bunch of cities got a bunch of moolah under the American Rescue Plan Act? Well, there's this one town that decided the best way to spend their money was to invest in their students. There's this Boston suburb, it's called Malden. At the Malden High School Senior Awards Night, the mayor takes the stage and announces scholarships. Who is the scholarship winner? Every single senior that's gonna be attending college. Each one of them's getting $1,000. Obviously, when this was announced, the whole auditorium erupts. Everybody's super pumped. The mayor of Malden said that the class of 2022 had to endure so much throughout the pandemic. Keep in mind, these seniors were like sophomores when all of this starts, so they missed out on a lot of activities that they should have been able to participate in. But the money wasn't just for Malden High School seniors. It was for any Malden resident who was graduating and had plans to attend college. And you know college is expensive, and that's why I think this is good news. Stupid news. Okay, Canada. What the fuck is wrong with you? This story comes from Vice News. I follow them on Instagram. I think they put out some pretty banger stories. Apparently back in April, a woman in Toronto was just minding her own business, doing her own thing, waiting on the subway. Eat fresh. Ew. So she's waiting, and then some yahoo of another woman comes up and pushes her onto the tracks. But hold on, wait until you hear what the Toronto Transportation Commission had to say. You'll crap a brick and you'll understand why the woman is suing. The TCC said in their statement of defense that the woman is kind of at fault for this. She should have known that it wasn't safe to travel alone and unassisted publicly. Apparently the year is 1804. Women are property and cows are worth more than gold. Women, am I right? How dare we dream to travel alone on a subway without getting pushed onto train tracks? This is why I think we should start hissing at more people. I was in the Big Apple a few weeks ago and I had to take the subway and I had a real fear that I'd be pushed onto the train tracks. Not because I'm afraid of being on the train tracks, but because I saw how much trash was down there and I didn't want to be among my people just yet. Trash. Trash is who I meant by my people. I'm a trash lady. This is a reminder, put your trash in the trash can, people. It doesn't belong in the train tracks or the subway underneath New York City. It belongs in the trash can. With me. Don't give me your trash. Back to the story. The woman's attorney is calling the TTC's response absolutely the dumbest thing she's ever heard. That's not an exact quote. You should know she was much more sophisticated in her response, but last week I wrote 5 blowjob innuendos for one stupid news segment, so I don't feel the need to be eloquent when I see stupidity. That ship has sailed. The woman who did the pushing, she's been charged with attempted murder. The woman who was pushed is suing the TTC for $1 million. She says she's not been able to work because of all of her injuries. Stupid news. Good news. If you got a free couch off Craigslist and it's sort of lumpy, you should examine it. There could be $40,000 almost hiding in the cushions. That's what happened to one lady who landed a free sofa from Craigslist out in California. The story comes from KABC. Vicky Amundo, she wanted new to her furniture because she was just moving into a new to her house. She was scrolling on Craigslist and then she found herself on the free section. First thing she sees is this family giving away a sofa. The family says a loved one had recently passed, so they were liquidating everything on the property. So Vicky picks up the couch, she takes it home, and she starts looking it over. And then she spots something strange. She thinks it's a heating pad, but there's no cord. Have you ever heard that saying, the money in your pocket's burning a hole? That's the only way a heating pad could be applied in this story. That's the only way heat could be applied in this story. I don't really know where I'm going with this part. Anyway, she starts searching through the couch cushions, and what does she find? $36,000. There's a bunch of envelopes with the money, and she practically craps her pants, I assume. Vicky's not a butthole though about this. She contacts the family confessing what she had found. She then meets back up with the family and she returns it, and the family says, hey, turns out that our loved one was stashing money throughout the house, though we've only found a few hundred other dollars. The family's like, we don't know why he was doing this. But I know why he was doing this. He was clearly a fan of Parks and Rec and had taken a page from Ron Swanson's notebook.
Find any bank statements either. I've heavily invested in gold, which I've buried in several different locations around Pawnee. Or have I?
Good news. And that's all the good news, stupid news for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Do I sound like a YouTuber who is successful saying all those things yet? Because, you know, I'm trying to make some money. Am I not supposed to say that? Like, I love entertaining people, but stop doing, you want me to stop doing this? Okay. Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope that you'll join us again in the future. Bye!